Who is Ashley Gavin and why are people mad at her? Ashley Gavin is a New York City-based comedian who's been featured on Netflix, Hulu, and Comedy Central. She is most known for her crowd work and making somewhat rude and insensitive comments to her fans in the crowd, all in the name of comedy.
Okay. Weird way to tell me that. Yo, comedian. Confrontation, you dumb bitch.
Ashley is also an openly lesbian comedian who was revered for talking about the queer community.
So when I told my best guy friend that I was dating again, he was like, that is fucking awesome. Like, where do you find a lesbian?
Ashley really rose to fame this past year and has gotten to be very big on TikTok. So why are people mad at her? Well, one fan, Olivia Neely, came out and talked about going to one of Ashley's shows.
So she starts getting the crowd riled up before the opener. She comes out and tells us to not hold back and to just laugh and be loud. At one point in time, she talks about abortion, and of course, I'm loud, just like she requested. I guess I was thinking I was being supportive. Next thing I know, she looks me dead in the face and the crowd is silent. And she tells me that I am the most annoying fan that she has ever had come to one of her shows.
The problem is, during this show, Ashley repeatedly told Olivia to off herself.
Immediately after that, she tells me to go unalive myself. And I, jokingly, but also very seriously, was like, I already have. She proceeds to tell me to go unalive myself over and over and over again.
And that is when Olivia got up, left the show, and then shortly after, her friend followed her and told her that the crowd had booed them for leaving.
So I can just feel my chest getting tight, my stomach getting in a knot, and I just feel the tears welling up behind my eyes. And I look at my friend and I'm like, Emily, I can't be here. As quietly as I could, I walked the ultimate walk of shame in front of this entire crowd that I just got like mortified in front of, and I just walk out with my head down. My friend decided to walk out after myself because we didn't want to cause a huge scene. We were trying to be quiet about it, and she tells me that Ashley Gavin had, in front of everybody, told her, oh, I'll comp the tickets, blah, blah, blah. And Emily's like, I didn't even know who you were. I'm here for my friend. And my friend wanted to see you so bad that she got VIP meet and greet tickets. And she was really excited to see you. And then she told me that she said, and your jokes weren't that funny. And then multiple tables of people booed her on the way out.
Comedy is supposed to sort of push the envelope and, feel out those boundaries and make jokes that are maybe a little bit edgy at times. And for Ashley, this was definitely something that she did. However, telling somebody to off themselves is kind of next level, and that is not okay. Now, more fans are speaking up about what Ashley has said at her shows.
So I went to her show when I was briefly a fan of hers, and she actually told me the same thing, to go alive myself. Before we get into it, here's my proof that I was actually at the show and I'm not just bandwagoning off the hater controversy. So basically, I went to her show at the Sour Mouse in New York around May. I was a big fan, briefly, but I was a big fan. Before the show, I saw her setting up. I came over, I told her I loved her. She told me to just come talk to her after the show. I was like, no problem, she was busy. During the show, she said that she's testing out new materials and she has papers. She already told us that in advance, so we're like, okay. While she was saying that, I yelled out, I was a little tipsy, I yelled out, we still love you. And obviously we shouldn't yell things out at comedy shows, but I was just excited and a little bit drunk. And she immediately tells me to go live myself, but with the K word. I wanted to get up and leave, but I just stayed because my friend wanted to watch the show. And after the show, she was incredibly rude and refused to take photos with anyone.
Okay, so story time. My girlfriend and I just went to the Ashley Gavin comedy show, and I did the most embarrassing thing, but it is all Ashley Gavin's fault, and here's why. She specifically makes fun of girls who laugh and cover their mouth, but there's a reason why you do that. So I was bullied by Ashley to not covering my mouth, and then I took a sip of my drink, and while the opener was on, I laughed so hard with the drink in my mouth that I spit it all over the girl in front of me, and they were pretty upset. And then Rachel was staring at the puddle on the stage the whole time that I had created with my spit. And honestly, I'm just happy that Ashley didn't.
Hi, if you haven't watched Olivia's video, you should definitely go and watch that. It's horrible what happened to her, but I wanted to chime in because I have also gone to an Ashley Gavin comedy show in Seattle, and I wanted to confirm that she has told people to off themselves at her comedy shows. I saw it happen. It happened through the whole set. It happened when someone did something she didn't like, if they were too loud, if anyone heckled. It was a really uncomfortable environment, and you kind of just didn't want to be the person targeted. But I am sure that this is not an isolated experience. I know that it is not. I kind of believe now that this is the MO for her shows, which is horrible, and I'm so sorry for anyone who experienced that.
And there's even a video that has really resurfaced where Ashley kind of seems to patronize an autistic crowd member.
What is your name, my little autistic baby? Your name's LJ?
Autistic baby? You mean a fucking full-grown autistic adult. When I first saw this video come across my For You page, I will admit, I did think it was funny, but I didn't fully understand the full context of everything, and now it's coming to me. Now I'm realizing how much Ashley is infantilizing an autistic adult, and Ashley also has a bunch of content making fun of disabled people.
And one fan even said that after they went to Ashley's show and realized that what she was saying was not okay and the jokes that she was making were just way over the line, and when she got up to go out, there were people at the door that were basically trying to intimidate her to go back to her seat.
The second time I was going to leave, I'm trying to leave the building. And one of the security guys stops me and goes, "You can't leave." I said, "Yes, I can." And I said, "My card is in there. My partner's at the table." Asked me what table. I told him. I said, "She's still in there. Promise." And she has my debit card. Promise. I said, "I'm not staying." So I went under the little rope thing where he tried to stop me, which is illegal because he's not a cop. And as I'm walking out of the building, just emotionally all just destroyed, mentally destroyed, because we all have struggled with these things. Okay? We've all struggled. He tried to stop me. Then another guy saw me and said, "Have a great day, sir." And as I walk out, there's like 5 or 6 more right in front of the door. And they stared me down until I was in my truck across the street. Like I did something wrong.
Now, Ashley is known for making these kinds of edgier comments and jokes, and honestly, that all seemed well and fine until people started realizing, honestly, how hurtful these comments were. There's a lot of comedians that make very edgy jokes, but these comedians don't cross the line and tell people to off themselves, which is the main issue that people have with Ashley. But now, of course, now that everybody is rewatching her content, they're realizing that, okay, maybe she really is saying these mean comments, and perhaps she actually means them too, and it's not just a joke, but she's actually just being a mean person to her fans. And being mean isn't funny, and a lot of people are now feeling like if you need to make jokes at the expense of others, like that is all that you do is just make jokes about your own fans, then maybe you're actually not that funny, you're just mean. And then there's a lot of people that are saying they had no idea who Ashley even was before all of this controversy came out about her. So comment down below if you guys knew who Ashley was, how you feel about these comments that she made. I'm genuinely curious to see what you guys think. Personally, I do think that telling people to off themselves isn't funny and that's not okay, but this is who Ashley is and this is why people are mad at her. Thanks for watching.